Hey guys, and welcome back to War Thunder. So not so long ago I was doing this series where I was recommending the best premium planes to buy at each tier, and I did tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, but I never got onto tier 4, and that was because I didn't have every single fighter plane unlocked for out of all the nations at tier 4 premiums. Now, I narrowed it down because there are so many to pick from. I narrowed it down and it was for the Germans. It was a choice between the D13 or the Tempest Mark V, the German captured one. So, I know a lot of people would have gone for the D13, but IMO, in my opinion, it's got to be the Tempest Mark V. Don't get me wrong, the D13 is really, really good, but the thing is, I don't think a lot of people even own the Tempest Mark V because it's the most expensive plane to buy in the game for Golden Eagles. It's just around 7,000 Golden Eagles, around that range, I can't remember exactly, and under normal circumstances I wouldn't have bought it, but I got a discount of 30% from a battle trophy, and I was like, you know what, hell, screw it, I'm gonna buy it so that I can do this video. See what I do? I reinvest my money for you guys. Jeez, things I do for you guys. No, but seriously, Tempest Mark V is a really good plane. Now, before I get on to discussing it and showing you guys some gameplay footage that I had on the stream the other day, yesterday in fact, I want to give some honorable mentions here. So, for the Americans, they have some decent ones, but also a lot of bad ones. And this is mostly for arcade that I'm speaking about here, where the Thunderbolt and the Mustangs really just underperform, mostly because of their ammo belts. So, if you're using the Americans, your primary planes that you want to buy is going to be like the Focke-Wulf 190A8 and the Spitfire, because there's hardly, you know, anything to use at a tier 4 lineup for the Americans that's going to be really efficient at killing, apart from the Bearcat, the F-82 once upgraded, possibly the F-7F, but mostly just the Bearcat, the 1B. So you really want to mix that in with some fighters. So I'm going to give these an honorable mention, both of them right there. We've already talked about the Germans. For the Russians in general just have awesome planes. The LA-7 is a pretty damn decent plane, and when you consider the fact that it has a battle rating of 4.0, you can't complain about an LA-7 at 4.0. That's always going to be good. But it also has a German captured Focke-Wulf 190D9, which can be a very powerful plane, because if you look at that battle rating, that is relatively low for a Focke-Wulf, especially a D9 with that much armaments on it. So that's another honorable mention. Great planes. I wouldn't really recommend getting a 37mm cannon, the King Cobras, because I feel that they're really hit and miss kind of planes. Like sometimes they do damage and they like kill people outright, but other times they do like no damage at all. It's just so hit and miss. It really is. For the British, the Spitfires, I find these really underwhelming because I'm not a huge fan of just two 20mm cannons at tier 4 at all, and unfortunately all of these have just two 20mm cannons and then some smaller caliber machine guns. So not my cup of tea. I wouldn't recommend them. Maybe you guys want to get them, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend them as a first choice though. Japanese, they have the J2M4 over here, 4 times 20mm cannons. Pretty damn decent plane to have up in your lineup. And also the nice fact is that it's a premium plane, and then you can just, since you have all the modifications right away, then you can actually get upgraded ammo belts straight away for this plane, which is really important for the Japanese because their default belts when their planes are stock are absolutely terrible. So being able to actually get those upgraded belts is a really nice feature to have. So J2M4 is another honorable mention. And last but not least, the D13 honorable mention, a very nice plane. But the reason why I went for the Tempest is because the Tempest can be used both as an energy fighter and even as a turn fighter. It's kind of like, I don't know, if you get in a situation where you can boom and zoom, you can do it really effectively with this plane. It has very nice speed, as you can see by that maximum speed. Very good maximum speed. And when it comes to turning situations, it's also a very good turn fighter. Maybe not quite on the level like a Spitfire, but you can outturn most opponents. And so that's what I love about this plane. It's very versatile, and combine that with the fact that it has 4 times Hispano cannons, that's absolutely awesome. Now, the way that you can kind of think of this plane is that it's a slightly worse version of the British Tempest Mark V. And I have a feeling the reason why is because, well, when you buy the premium Tempest, everything's unlocked. Whereas this normal one, you have to actually upgrade your stuff. So once it's all fully upgraded, you get something that's slightly better. And you just combine this Tempest with all the other awesome planes that the Germans have, and it is just perfect. Now, because it's a British plane, technically, it gets the ammo belts as if it were a British plane. And hence you can get these air target belts filled with tons of high explosive. It actually has a little bit of trouble climbing. I know it's only like a 3 meter per second difference between the normal one and the premium, but I feel that really does make a difference. A lot of times you'll find that you'll struggle, especially once you've lost your altitude, to actually gain altitude again. As long as you go off on the side, it shouldn't be too hard, but in the heat of a moment when there are enemies around you and you really want to try to gain altitude, it can be a little bit difficult at times with this plane, and I feel like its energy retention, it's mostly probably got to come down to its energy retention, which I find is a little bit bad. It comes down from a dive, gets out of that dive, and if you turn at all, it loses its speed very, very rapidly. So that's probably the only con, but otherwise this plane is just absolutely awesome in every other way. Very good in a dive, as long as you don't keep on turning. Very good with its turn rate. Very powerful armaments. Superb. So if you got a lot of money sitting on the side, why not buy this plane? But okay guys, I think it's time for me to go on to some gameplay footage. So what I'm going to be showing you now is some footage that I had from the stream yesterday, where I was using the Tempest Mk. It was really good. Stalingrad Winter, holy shit. I did not realize this is Stalingrad. I have not played on this map in absolutely ages now. It's been a long time since this rotation. I think it's more of a more common map in the lower tiers than the higher ones. But lots of ground units over here. You always get suicidal bombers. There's the B-29, there's the Dornier, there's the Lancaster, B-17. Oh boy. Okay. Try to go for the B-29 first, since he's probably going to have the biggest payload. Okay, he's dead. Go for the Lancaster then. Crits, elevators, it looks like he's turning. I don't think he's even voluntarily turning right now. I think he's involuntarily turning. Easy. Peasy. So far so good. Oh my lordy me. Right, I'm just gonna fly off to the side. Maybe I'll start heading back in soon. Just need to get reloaded. Let's go back in. Crits. God damn it. God damn it, dude. It can be frustrating sometimes when you do so much damage to a plane and all it takes is somebody to get that last shot to knock off a wing. Because that wing shots, detaching a wing from a plane is more essential than all the other crits that have been done to it previously. Not sure if I exactly like that though. Kind of lacking speed. That's what I need right now. The only way to really get speed is from a dive, which unfortunately I haven't really been building up my altitude. So that guy's flying away. I'm gonna build up my altitude now. More suicidal bombers. There will come a time when I will get more kills. Now, I build up my altitude. Right, ME410. Easy. I think it's really important, especially at these higher tiers, to have altitude. Because a lot of planes are just generally fast. So diving down on them helps close that distance. Holy crap, man. I can't even get near anything before it's dead. There we go. I do have to say, I think the Tempest is a little bit bad with retaining speed, though. I think that might be its one con. Like, 465 right now isn't that much after quite a bit of a dive. That's probably the most lackluster thing about it. Hey, Libin! Mestromanic, thanks, dude. Thanks, man. What's my favorite plane? It's the one that you're looking at right now. I reckon this is probably my new favorite plane. That's what I think. So I could just keep on doing this for days. I could just keep on diving down on people, killing them. It's very easy to do when they have to try to cap the airfield. Or try to kill the people that are capping the airfield. Wow. Rinse and repeat. Which Tempest is the better one? I think the 5. I think so. Although I think the Mark II has a higher BR. I think. This guy playing evasive, man. I'm not sure if my gun convergence is 700 in this plane. Feels like kind of a bit awkward when I'm shooting at people, like they don't die as fast as I hope for them to be dying. Do I want a cookie? Yeah, why not, bro? Why not? To be honest, man, I'd rather a burger right now, like proper food. If you're gonna send me food, send me a burger, please. Easy. Nice and easy, dude. Now I'm just gonna fly away. No point in me going head on with the enemy, because I'd be literally heading on their entire spawn near enough. I might try to do that towards the end of this match, though, just to kill the remnants of their team. Right now, I'm in absolute perfect condition. Don't have to just waste this plane. Alright. So we don't have C, and the reason why is because of everything down there. There are some AA, so in fact I could probably kill... Oh, nice. We got it, we got it, we got it. Ground units destroyed. Okay, so you know what? Because the match is going to end, I'm actually going to go head on now. Let's see how many I can kill in a head on. Back after back. Back to back. Please! Come for me! Nope. And the answer is none. None. That's what I mean, dude. That's what I was saying. Like, whenever you take on somebody in a head-on and they have the altitude advantage, chances are you're gonna lose. Because they have one more speed, you have less speed, so you're gonna be a sitting duck. Not essentially a sitting duck, but you're at a lower speed, so you're gonna be a lot easier to hit. And since they're at a higher speed, they can try to dodge easier. Right, what do we gotta take on? Focke-Wulf's already dead. Got Yak 9 up here, B29. I think I want to try to take out that B29 first, but that Focke-Wulf's going for it. Let's go for it, since nobody else is nearby. B29 has such massive payloads on it. Absolutely massive payloads. Good. Spitfire is in clear direction. That B-29 was gonna let all of his bombs out. I seriously hope that it still can't do that. He might be able to reach that base. Wait, did he still reached it? What the shit, man? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Like, a B-29's out of control, but it'll still drop its payload. It's the crew members' one last, I don't know, gift to the world. They know they're gonna die. Drop the payload. So I'm gonna try to keep my altitude here. Question is where I should go, though. I think I'll try to go down here. It seems like there's more enemies. Probably lead up to more kill streaks, I presume. Ace doesn't make that huge of a difference. Apart from when it comes to, well, it's like a 3-second reload speed on 20s, which can sometimes be quite a big difference, sometimes. But a lot of times you don't really need Ace. Like, you'd be totally fine with just experted crew. I'm a bit worried about that Ho 229, I just don't want him diving down. Look at my radar all the time, but you know what these jets are like. One moment they're not there, and then all of a sudden they're behind you. Pilot unconscious, nice. Okay, gonna go for this ME-262. Oh god. Please! Have mercy. We're good. Now I can go for the Ta. I think there's another enemy coming off the side. A little bit tunnel vision though. No? Are we alive? Ah, there's that enemy. I'm not gonna give chase. Seems like one of those guys that's just gonna fly off map. So might as well climb now. Valkyrian, I'll read your donation in just a second if you did send a donation. I'm not sure. But the way you fly looks so retarded and jerky, but it's way efficient. Yeah, dude. It's arcade. It's arcade, dude. It's arcade. And probably a little bit of me as well. A lot of times it's jerky, but that's the way to, like, turn better. So sometimes you'll see me, like, let go of my keyboard controls. Like, I'll stop using my flaps and whatnot, but that's just to turn my turn more inwards, I guess, to make it more steep. Like, hold up, like, see, now I'll turn it off and then I'll rudder hard into it. It's just to make it a bit more steep. There's a guy behind me. Oh boy. Let's hope he doesn't kill me. Hope. The hope is real. He went for somebody else. Okay. Okay. Now I climb away. I think this plane actually does have a little bit of problems with retaining speed. That's what I've come to notice with it. Retaining speed is relatively bad. Yeah, the Calliope's a pretty damn funny tank. It's pretty ridiculous. A lot of times people will like shoot at you and it'll ping off, and then you just look at them, fire a rocket into them, and just instantly derp them. Oh boy. Alright, let's do this upside down. Okay. Could try going for this BF1. Oh my god, what am I doing? 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 Ooh. Let's turn on the landing flaps, power into it with the WEP. Oh gosh. Okay, and climb back up to safety. I really don't like being below people. I really don't like it. I like being on top. No pun intended. Or innuendo. No jets? No jet that's gonna appear out of nowhere and then kill me? There's that Ho 229. If he gets closer, I'll try to shoot at him. So what that Ho 229 is doing, he's just diving, he's just booming and zooming everybody. It's the smartest thing to do when you're a jet, obviously. Very frustrating on the receiving end. Very frustrating. Not much you can do about it if you're a prop. Try to counterattack, do a head-on, but you'll never catch up to it in speed. So I'm gonna maintain my altitude. I might even try to head on that 229. He's clearly coming this way. Alright. Let's give it a shot. This is very, very risky what I'm doing. Don't do this at home. Holy crap. Honestly, I shouldn't win head-ons like that. If he's got a clear altitude advantage over me, oh my fucking god. Hold up. I shouldn't be winning head-ons like that! Turn, you piece of shit! Oh. Thank you, teammate. I think I would have killed that guy anyway. If my teammate wasn't there. So let's go back into the clouds. Cloud cover is always nice. I don't really know how cloud cover works though. It just feels kind of inconsistent. Another Ho 229? What? It's not the same guy, is it? I don't know. I don't know how cloud cover works. Sometimes you're invisible in it, sometimes you're not. I'm not quite sure how it works. There's that Tempest down there. Now, rather than climbing, or I don't know, what am I saying? Rather than descending down on him, I'm gonna let him stall out. Because that happens. There you go, dude. That's why you watch your SIGs. How are you not dead, Mr. Ace? Okay. So far so good. I can dive down on even more people, and I might as well do that now, since the match is almost over. That's 624 rounds. Yeah.